Caravan album that came out last year or 2 years ago. It's probably, I think it was last year. So, anyways, this year is already flying by pretty quick. I just remembered the whole New Year's Eve into New Year's Day. It was actually pretty depressing because I had to go to work the next day. And, wow, I can't believe it's already March. It is March 2nd of 2019. And I actually remember on New Year's Eve, I don't remember the day because I didn't do anything. I didn't party or drink or anything. It's just it was boring because I was paranoid about having to go to work. And so I'm being, responsible and whatnot. So, to this job. And so when it ended up happening is I cut it off with 3 different people at the time. So about 2 months ago, I cut it off with 3 women I've been talking to, and 2 of them I still have kept in. Go ahead and turn that off for the emails that I randomly get. Okay, I just turned off the email notification. So, anyways, it's just sitting here since it was 12:42 p.m. now, just sitting here eating Kit Kat white minis and eating chips. So I just need an outlet, I guess. Anyways, so I cut it off with 3 women. 2 of them I invited back in my life for some reason, even though I didn't really want to. I just didn't know how to let the past just stay in the past, and then reunited with all 3 women within the span of about 3 weeks. So I stayed away for about 2 or 3 weeks since that. I had a very brief conversation with one of the women on Instagram and realized that the only thing I'm doing here is I'm hurting myself, and this is not working. This is not a good idea. So yeah. And so I quit talking to her and I allowed her to be blocked. I don't know how to unblock. The thing is, I don't know how to unblock people on Instagram, which is probably a good idea. And she said something about, whoa, I was going to message you on Facebook, but you blocked me on there, and I checked and she wasn't blocked. So it's just for the best that we just move our separate ways. And I've also reconnected. I was actually looking at pictures of my first ex's kids. I don't know why I'm doing that. I told myself I'm not going to be using Instagram anymore because I'm tired of it, and yet I just downloaded it once again for virtually no reason. So, also, the other 2 women, one was actually my most recent ex from about now 3 years ago, since we started dating, not since we broke up, back when I was living with my brother. We reconnected and talked for maybe about an hour, then we haven't talked in over a week, and I don't really care to. It's just another one of those things where I should have just let the past stay in the past. And then same thing goes for the woman that I most recently dated, where I drove out to a small town past a town called Dudleyville here in our state, where I took an hour and 20 minutes to get to her to have this date, and then drove another like half hour to go to a bar. But so so Dr. Pearl's book was telling me last night on the ride over to this nail salon where we were picking up the Listen Lady in the east. It's actually on the south side. He was telling me you should just don't talk to women anymore that are outside of basically don't talk to anyone outside of like a 30-minute drive from where I live. So, and it made a lot of sense. It just doesn't make sense to get with any women that are such a far distance away from me. But I just like the fact that I like to be able to leave. Like I was telling my brother that, well, actually that actually leads me to my next story that I wanted to talk about. I was supposed to go up to Phoenix because last week the date got canceled because of snow, which is very surprising in my part of the country. So the driving conditions could have been bad. So probably weren't. Probably it should have been fine, but She was nervous about it. I was a little nervous about it. So I said, you know what? Let's just go ahead and reschedule for next Saturday. And then she sent me a message on Monday when I got back from work, because I didn't take my phone to work Monday. For the last couple of months, I haven't been taking my phone to work. And now I'm retracting that so I can just go back to being an addict of my dopamine levels, I guess, from opening my Facebook and Instagram and Tumblr and like all that crap. And it's just stupid shit. It's just shit that doesn't matter. And I mean, logically, it doesn't make any sense to keep using these devices. Like I honestly thought about this week I honestly thought about deleting Facebook. I maybe not delete it, but you know, just take a really, really, really long break from Facebook, because I don't know. It's not like a hobby or anything. I've been using this for such a long time. I've been on Facebook since like 2009. It's 2019 now, so I've been on Facebook for 10 years. And for the most part, it's just kind of caused a headache. So, especially nowadays. But there's nothing really to do but read the paper or bring a book into work. So, if I'm on break or whatever. So, I kind of have to bring my phone. But anyways, I was supposed to go on a date today. I was actually probably supposed to leave pretty soon. Yeah, maybe I was probably supposed to leave in maybe about an hour or so to go on a date. But the woman that I was going on a date with, where we had a really deep connection with, she told me in this pretty long text message, and I deleted her number right then and there, and I deleted. So I'm just tired. I'm just really tired of dating. I'm really tired of talking to women, but I just don't know how to stop myself. I don't know how to stop it and just focus on something else other than maybe focusing on playing video games and becoming a fucking incel or something. So I just honestly, at this point, I don't think she's out there. I think I was just meant to be single, but I don't know how to get over this interlocked feeling inside to become a person that I want to be. I understand that it's like a slowly but surely kind of thing. I understand that, but man, because I know Tony Romo said something like that about the two boats, and if you put one at slightly at 5 degrees slightly off, so you start incrementally over time making better habits for yourself. So you quit doing things you're addicted to and quit doing things that are negative. It would make, I guess it would just make more sense. But because after 5 years, the boat that was still going in the same direction, which is me now, would be so much farther away and closer to their goals and closer to what they're doing, and virtually just happier with life, I would say. So, it's just, the problem is that I have this thing in the back of my head that I've never gotten over. So I guess this is where it would turn into a play for the fact that this is a therapy session that I've had, especially my aunt, of a lot of family members, not including my grandfather on my father's side, but a lot of my family members, you could attribute it to it looking like, that wrestling family, the Von Erichs. It's like a family curse where most of my family members on both sides have died at a fairly young age. So I feel like I don't have that much time left. And that's why I get so uppity and emotional about dating, because I get so excited about it. I want to pounce on this woman, even though I really kept my emotions in check and kept myself in check and tried to be as good as I possibly could with the last woman I was talking to. And still, she told me something that was so completely ridiculous. Like, it was honestly, like, really upsetting, where she said, look, you're a cool guy, and you're this for the Lord, and you're this, and you're that, and whatever, because I was forcing myself to be Christian, quote unquote, when I was on the phone and texting and talking to her. Well, it's just because I liked that aspect, I guess, of having a relationship with a woman where you have to keep yourself in check. I actually did enjoy that, because I just genuinely felt happier inside. But it's just, I don't really know how to describe this. Like, she basically just told me that God told her to quit talking to me, and she wanted to be obedient to the Lord. So she said, from now on, I'm not talking to you anymore. And it was just such a insult. I would have rather her just said, look, Chuck, I just don't find you attractive, or I don't like this aspect of your personality, or something like that. That would have been easy. That would have been an easier pill to swallow, with her just cutting me off right then and there. Other than, well, God basically said, you know what, Sean, you're a piece of shit, and I don't want to have anything to do with you anymore, because he told me that I can't. She said, not now. I interpreted it in my mind that, oh, Chuck, well, you're a fucking piece of shit, and like all this kind of stuff, and you're not worth loving, and you're completely fucking worthless. I'm not talking to you anymore. That's how I interpreted it in my head. So, it sucks. She said he told her not now. And so I've been very on the fence. Look, here's the thing. I just need to just get over this thing of family, and just accept the fact that I may or may not die at an early age. Like, most of my family members have died in their 50s. So both my parents have lived past that. So their parents. So especially my grandfather died at like 96 on my father's side. So it's just, when it's time, it's time. And I just need to get over that and just move past it. So I can, I just do not, I don't know how to be happy being single. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. Like, how I'm supposed to live like that. But I'm not really sure I don't really know how to pose this question, I guess. Right? So that's what's been going on with Chuck Stu. I know I talk a lot about season 5, when I do my therapy sessions, I talk a whole lot about women, and I put so much of an emphasis on women that I'm dating, when I should just talk about an array of different subjects. It's just, but this is the thing that keeps affecting me over and over and over again. So we're going to go ahead and go to commercial break here, and then I'm going to go ahead and start the clip show for Chuck Stu.
They marvel. And if any girl wants to join in, they can.
But they have to pay me.
But they have to be attractive and approved by you first. What? In your version of heaven, you basically get paid to get your dick sucked? What a lie.
I would not get sick of that. If it's like my reality and you got one to,
Me either. I have a girlfriend, so.
Too happy.
What?
I can't feel bad. I feel good.
What the hell are you happy about?
With alcohol in my system. Weed.
Dude, let's speak Juggle.
Question.
Would you guys make a...
Danger.
Would you guys make a Juggle rap? Like a rap album entirely, like something like that style?
I don't know.
Low Street Joker Card 1.
I don't really like the beats they use.
Clown beats?
Yeah.
Remember when we pranked Call Clown?
Well, yeah. We did.
And she's like, look, whoever you are, I'm going to call the cops. They scream in the back of the field.
Yeah.
That's some good ass cereal.
Good.
load up cereal like that. Yeah, what was the Aubrey that served us today? What was her name?
Conservative.
Conservative Aubrey. She's still pretty hot though.
Yeah. She's pretty odd.
It's like she's the oldest sister, but she's never worn like slutty clothes or anything. She's like the service, like she's the manager. But she's still like pretty attractive.
Here's $5.
I would never would left it if I was doing that.
I feel like my version of him, like I just love him so well, like no one says no to me.
Why? Why?
God.
I don't think I'd ever get tired of that. Like if I go to when I go to heaven, was I okay on one day?
If a girl walks by you, yeah, you can say, "Hey, suck my dick." Is she good?
Yeah, like I want everyone to watch me suck. Everyone has to watch me.
Yeah.
Stir the steamed food in the bowl. Careful, it is hot. You have a fork, sir.
For the washer.
Yeah. Uses a dishwasher.
What? Play a track from Bomberman 2.
Where's the fucking sauce on this? Is this literally just plain, no cheese?
That's why I bought this.
You gotta get some hot shit. Stir steamed food into sauce bowl. Oh, there's a sauce bowl? Oh shit! There's a sauce bowl!
Oh yeah. Waiting for the drop here.
I know, where's the drop?
There you go, sir. I like the rest of this.
Thanks.
Yeah. Hopefully it's hot. If it's not, just put it in the microwave.
Yeah.
I like that. I like what I said. There's some water after this. Alright. Alright, Luigi, don't be a little bitch. That's why I like being a big guy.
You just push the little guys
Push
through.
through, yeah, you don't give a shit. Like, they can just eat
Just
your
fucking rape their
ass.
women.
Yeah, and rape their women.
While they're eating
fuck
your
them
ass.
up, fuck their ass and beat their wives.
Fuck your ass, beat their wife, fuck their ass, beat their wife. Fuck his ass, beat his wife.
It was so funny, dude.
You got completely backwards. Fuck your money. Fuck your money. Like he points at Evan in the audience. Evan's a fucking big baller there at the underground club. He's a big baller, probably pays for Danny's rent.
He's a big ass eater.
He eats ass. That's all he wants.
He
to
sees
do.
an ass, he sucks it. He's an ass eater.
Is this girl Asian?
This
Yeah,
girl's
she-
like a
Like
fucking
Filipino.
Hispanic.
Yeah, something like that.
She's Hispanic now.
Now?
He fucked.
He fucked an Asian out of her.
Yeah, he sure did.
With his ginger dick.
Yeah,
And his
he.
pubic hair's red too.
Oh, you think it is?
Probably, yeah.
Really? Is that the case? Wow.
Usually, if it's on top of the head, it's the
Probably
same.
hella embarrassing.
Oh my god. He's hella pasty with like
Yeah,
red
it's hella-
pubes.
It's so embarrassing.
Pasty with red pubes. Oh my god. Pastier than me.
He's probably got a little pink gerbil dick. But if Asian girls would know better, they can never have any worse.
Yeah, she can't speak English.
He just thinks that's what everyone
It
has.
was a closed society, closed Chinese society, so she only sucked 1 inches.
If you put on lipstick. Fucking Evan.
Fuck you, Evan.
He's the president of the Raiders Nation.
Did I say you're going in between Lisa's ass right there, Nancy's ass? Like,
One of them.
Those like big hills. That's like
What an ass.
that's her big ass.
That's called
Oh
that
my
time
god,
word.
it's a Nancy. And what a Nancy. That's the stink fumes.
And what an Nancy.
It's like you're holding baby Nancy, and then like you see the stink fumes coming off her.
Oh my god.
Oh my, oh, jeez.
Well, you said her sex was good though, right?
Yeah, she's really good at it.
Oh.
She's really good.
I told him to go back to fuck Casey and Nancy, and like, you won't do it. Because you know she'd be
Why
fucking
would I
dead.
fuck Casey? She's like a skeleton.
Yeah, but like, that's a story.
She's like a fucking ghoul.
You fuck a giant black woman like a skinny, childlike white woman.
Childlike white woman?
Friend. Her skinny, childlike white woman friend.
But she's like 30 with like lines in her
Well,
face.
yeah, it is kind of like a sitcom, isn't it?
And Misty jumps
I
in.
fucked the black one. It's called, but it's,
And I came back and
but it's
fucked the white.
Sean. It's Sean, Casey, and Nancy in a sitcom together.
I fucked the black one. That's the name of the
They want to make sure which one you were sexually interested in.
CBS is asking that in a meeting.
Because some people would want to know, because they would automatically assume it's the white.
The white childlike one. The retarded child that is Casey. Look, Casey's big ass right there.
The full name of the show is I Fucked the Black One, not the retarded one.
On CBS, right after Broke Girls and 2.5 Men.
Yeah, it's called Two Cunts. I was like, what's the name of that show? Like, Two Cunts?
They just don't give a shit anymore, they just don't censor anything they do. Good, finally.
I told you, play the Bomberman 2 soundtrack.
Oh, okay.
You put in Sad Dad Trap.
Sad dad trap.
Like, I want to hear the shit that, like, sad dads listen to.
Fucking Tim Allen does comedy dubs. Over
Yeah,
the
we watched Tim Allen stand up. It was pretty raunchy, actually. He said,
It was
like,
raunchy, though. It
He said a lot of, like, swears, you know? I expected it to be, like, straight, like, family friendly, but
Me too.
Tim Allen doesn't fuck around, man.
He's a buckaroo.
He's your buckaroo. But he still, you know, he still had the tucked in shirt with the tie.
You know they have the new fucking video on the Metal Jesus channel with Reggie, and they talk about another hidden gems in the PS2 library. Like 8 of the fucking games he suggested were not even in fucking English. Like,
But it did look fun.
Reggie sure
You
fucking
can't
loves
shit on
Japan.
Flan.
my God, is he a fucking? He's the blackest weeaboo.
Is he the blackest though?
Wait, are you talking about
I'd
Bomberman 2
say
and
he's
64?
probably doesn't
Yeah.
qualify as a member of his own race.
No, he's not. He's not black. We're blacker than him.
He fucking let
You're blacker than
Drunken
me.
Master Paul like Irish whip him out of the room.
Yeah.
I would not let Drunken Master Paul touch me. that fucking I guarantee he's had sexual feelings about a minor.
Oh.
Oh yeah, what we were saying last night.
Whoa!
What the hell? Why did I get like, destroyed in the lava?
I don't know.
Remember what we said last night? We were watching fucking Metal Jesus at the beach house.
Uh huh.
We were talking about like how like no, it was when they were playing that stupid tabletop game and like Metal Jesus was flirting with Drunken Master Paul's wife in front of him, but he didn't do shit because he's secretly afraid of Metal Jesus.
Hell yeah.
He didn't fucking. Yeah, it's like he was flirting with her, that
That's
fucking
so-
dyke bitch, but
that's
he
so
didn't like
cringy.
stop him or anything.
And like he's like gonna like be like cheering him on while like he's getting his dick sucked by his wife.
Like his own wife.
You sure you got the